Hey, hey, y'all. Shout out to Dexter. Shout out to Josh. Yes. How y'all doing? Y'all come on in here. Hope everybody doing okay. We're going to have a good live this morning. And we're going to put some respect on these boys' names. Okay? How y'all doing out there? Chat? Let me let them know I'm live, y'all, over here. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, y'all. Y'all come on in. Get y'all time enough to come in before we get started. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button, y'all. We got to get some likes to let everybody know that we mean business with these boys. Usually when something happens to boys, guys, don't nobody care. So I do. So let's hit that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let me let the folks know I'm live. They should see me. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm getting time, y'all. We need some numbers. We need some thumbs up. We worked so hard over here. I ain't had no speakers. We've been talking about this case. Two teenagers, twin brothers, found unalive on top of Bell Mountain. And we're gonna talk about that. We got to help this family, y'all, get justice. And I'm used to us sending texts, and I got a live. Y'all come on in, come on in. Okay, y'all. Let's get started. Okay, y'all, we're gonna go and get started, y'all. Let's like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't joined the channel, please do. It's free to subscribe to the channel. It's only $2 for membership. I need y'all help over here with these cases. Appreciate y'all. Also, please like y'all. Like is showing what we have worked hard over here. They watching our channel, y'all. We have to help the detective, okay? We have to help the detective, okay? So y'all come on in. Let's have some fun, but we're gonna be for real with this because this is for educating and criticism coming in purposes. Now, close that screen though and stop letting all them flies up in here. Now, y'all, two teenagers, twin brothers, found unalive on top of Bell Mountain. What I'm going to do is I have a Facebook group, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to put awareness on them kids. Those kids, they were 19, just turned 20. And we got to do something. Y'all, we ain't making enough noise. We're not making enough noise about this case. We're not. And we got two males, twin brothers. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all what I found out. Two teenager twin brothers found unalive with gunshot wounds on Bell Mountain in Georgia, were discovered 90 miles from their home in Lawrenceville. And the GBI initially ruled their death a murder-suicide, though the family questioned it. Yes. So we're going to talk about that, y'all. We're gonna go from here, and we're going to go to my Facebook group and show y'all what we've been working on. I just haven't had a chance to do it over here yet, so we decided to combine it together. So first thing, I want to show y'all something. Y'all come on in. Please come in and hit that like button. Come on and hit that like button. Now, let me tell you this before we get started. The twins were found on Bell Mountain. Now, I've been here 66 years. I ain't never know where no Bell Mountain is. All I know, when I go through north, I go past stuff. I try to get my gas somewhere I won't have to stop. Nowhere, especially when I ain't never been there before. So the twin brothers was found on unalive on Bell Mountain. Look, I said that 90 miles from their home. Cause of death, they had gunshot wounds. Initial ruling, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation initially believed their death were the result of a murder-suicide. Now the family doubt. Now the family questioned the murder-suicide ruling, stating they don't believe the twins had ever been to or even heard of Bell Mountain. That's what they think. Now, additional forensic tests. The medical examiner needs additional forensic testing before making a final ruling on their death. Now, we ain't heard nothing out of 14, 15 days. We haven't heard anything, okay? Now, a firefighter charged, okay? A volunteer firefighter had been charged with the obstruction after allegedly taking photos of twin brothers and sharing them to the high school students and everybody. Now, y'all, we don't talk about that. We about to talk about it right now. I'm about to pull something down because I want y'all to check this out. I was going to take a nap, but I went over there to my Facebook page and we got to talking. Hi, Manifest. We got to talking. Welcome to the chat. We got to talking and texting. I'm not a texter, but I love my group because we working diligently together. Okay, let's check this out. Something was on my mind. Okay, hold on. Let's check this out. This is a question that I had asked myself. So, y'all come in. Don't be afraid to come to the checkup. We got to talk about it. We can't just keep texting about it. We got to talk about it. So I'm gonna drop my link just in case you want to come up. Y'all, we don't have time to play this morning. Anybody hit that link? We're about helping these young men. We ain't got these boys. We got to help the family. Okay. So I'm gonna drop my link only. I don't have time to play it. I'm trying to find out where these two boys at. I have so many questions. And then I don't want to put the pressure on the family. So some things I have to kind of figure out with the group. And y'all done did an awesome job. Okay, I'm going to put my link up here. But not, let's talk first. Okay, let's have our discussion first. And StreamYard, I need for y'all to have everything straight. Do not mess up or nothing like that. We ain't got time for that. We're looking for two teenagers who just turned 20. Okay. Okay, I'm putting my link up here, but I'm gonna go ahead on right here first. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to pull this down. This is the first question that I ask y'all. Hold on for a second. The first question that I asked was, what time did the park open? What time do the park open? That's the first thing I asked. What time do Bell Mountain open? So this is what I put up. This is what I found. And this was very important to me, what time Bell Mountain opened, because the boys supposed to be catching a flight to Boston. They open, here go the open time, y'all. They open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you mean to tell me that they open at 8 a.m. and they close at 6 p.m.? Now look, y'all, we got to talk about this and we got to be about this. 8 a.m. in the morning, 6 p.m. at night. Now, the park is located at the 18-acre Bell Mountain Summit, okay? It features a platform that rises to 3,424 feet and offers 360-degree views. It's so beautiful up there, okay? There's plenty of time to climb that mountain and to think and turn around and go back to your car. Now, they open at 8 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. So you tell me, the boys left allegedly from their stepmother house. This is what I don't understand. I don't want to put no pressure on the family because they lost a loved one. They left at, okay, they was over to the big older sister house, having fun, eating popcorn, having a great time. Okay. Now, they left there, went to their stepmother house. And what I got a problem with saying they went to their stepmother house, why they didn't say they went over to their father house? It's a question mark over my head right here. Why didn't they say they were going over to the father house? So it's a lot of things that I found out about the father. Okay. It's going to take them from Gwinnett County to Bell Mountain 2 hours and 6 minutes. If they left the stepmother house, I don't know why they didn't say they left the father house. They said when they left the stepmother house, it was 3 o'clock a.m. That's a good time to leave to be out there to Hartsville Airport, y'all. To be out there 4 or 5. To be out there 4 or 5 and your flight come at 7. So they would have left out at a good time. What did they say when they left? We don't know. It's gonna take them if they left at 3 a.m., y'all, they had plenty of time to get out there to the airport. They have no excuse for not missing a flight or nothing. Okay. Now they go to the map. Okay, here go the map. Like I said, you got to be careful at Gwinnett County. Out there at Gwinnett County, you got to be careful out there late at night. You got to be careful at it in the area, period, at that period. How deep are they? Do they live in Gwinnett County? Okay, here go Lawrenceville right here, y'all. So you mean to tell me, my question is, we don't have any time but 3 a.m. They left out Friday morning, 3 a.m. A good time to go to the airport. Did they want to go to Bell Mountain? Hey, Simi, how you doing? So the time of leaving seems normal. That's right. See, the time of leaving seems normal. That's correct. You're right. Time of them leaving is a good time going south. But what I can't understand is how did the boys' car turn around and go north? Now I have a question, y'all. My question is, who was at this stepmama house? Because they didn't say he was at the father house. So I want to take you out here. I want to take you out here. I'm gonna let y'all see this first. We got a lot to cover it. Okay. I'm gonna take you out here. Now, when I found out this is our group, y'all, we talking about this. I'm gonna show y'all something that bothered me. I always said where the father was. I said, where they talking about? They go to the father. We're gonna get into the father. And then because we're gonna put this time together. We're gonna make our own time. Okay. Okay. Now I don't okay, listen to this, y'all. I'm gonna make it big for you. Hold on. They just took up $64,000. So I'm trying to see why you trying to take up some more money. Okay, that's all I'm trying to see too. Here we go, y'all. This is the father, y'all, in the wheelchair. He allegedly had a stroke before this. When he found out about the boys, he had a stroke. That's what they said. This is what they told us. We're gonna only go by what people tell us. Okay, because I was wondering why they ain't said they was at their father house. That's where they've been staying with their father. So why was it? Why did they say that the girl said that they was at the Stelton house? So now you're making me think why they can't be at why they can't be at their father house? Why they didn't say they was at their father house? I'm just thinking, y'all. I'm just thinking. That go their father in the wheelchair. And let's listen to this.
What's up, guys? Listen, your support has been so overwhelming. This right here is the custodial parent. We have Reese, the father of Isaiah and Kadir Lewis. When I tell you, you know, I want to thank everyone that before it became cool, before it became popular, to send out and raise money and donate money and donate everything that y'all have been donating, doing everything that y'all have been doing. Y'all did it. I want to say thank you. So I want to introduce Dad here. You know, this is the man right here. First off, my Morehouse brother. So and then my actual brother-in-law. So this is how So I'm the uncles twice over. So here's Tyrese Lewis. He wanted to talk to you directly. I want to thank everybody for showing us support. I appreciate it. Myself and Graham. I'm very appreciative. Thank you, my Lord. Yeah, so I just want to I want to say to you guys, y'all have really come through for my brother here, and his wife. Um, Listen, they have been really going through it. For them to even, you know, his wife is torn up. So I'm here to support. Y'all already know I'm a supporter. I play that background, but I wanted to get out in front and say thank you. Um, so now we're gonna shift gears. It's taken care of, and we're going to live stream it, and because someone said this to me, they said, Tiger, you have to live stream it because these are our twins, these are our sons. So the world has taken on, you and Kareem, you've been taking care of all these years, and they made them their own. They call them. It's a cool thing that everybody's been saying to me. These are my sons. These are my twins. These are my nephews. These are my cousins. So they wanted to send them off right. So now it's time to shift to getting justice. These lynchings have got to stop. That's it. It's enough. So we're going to get a proper investigation. I've been talking to private investigators. We are going to get justice for Isaiah Kadir, Tyrese, for get justice. The new GoFundMe will be to get justice for Isaiah Kadir. And people, please listen. They need help right now. My brother, he wasn't in a wheelchair. Now he is. They need help. So, everybody, and when I say our community, that means everybody who has a heart. I don't care what color you are. None of that matters. What matters is your heart. Do you feel for these twins? Do you feel for these parents? My sister, I had to say here because my sister could not speak up right now. It's too emotional for her. So again, these are your twins. These are your twins. We're gonna get justice for your twins.
Okay, let me see how much money they have raised. Now we raising money, but the money that see it seems like it's a problem somewhere. They just still at 695, and the reason why they at 695 because they just made 64,000 over there on the other channel with whatever that money was supposed to do was to contribute to whatever they need. So the twins, the cousins, the aunts, they already done made the money that he's talking about. Now people don't win it, they don't start giving money because they already don't raise $4,000. They already raised money for this. So what's the problem? What's the problem? And y'all, this is their GoFundMe, and they GoFundMe says my 19-year-old nephews was murdered. We believe it was a hate crime. The GBI has taken over the case. We believe this was a modern day lynching. These twins ended up about 2 hours from their home, shot in the head, execution style, on top of Bill Mountain. Towns County immediately declared it a murder MS. So we're going to respect the channels. The GBI erased that narrative. They erased that narrative about they began their investigation. So there has been a lot of KKK activity in the area. We need justice. We need a thorough investigation. These are your twins, sons, nephew, cousin, etc. Thank you for ensuring a deserving send off for Nazir and Kadir. Now we are switching gears. Now, first of all, a lot of people gonna see a problem with this. They're not gonna get no donation. You know, they not. It's gonna. I don't. If it go up, I'm surprised because a lot of things on the in this letter, I wouldn't even donate. A lot of people wouldn't even donate because you really don't know what happened. Now, that was his father. Now I'm gonna show you this picture of his father. Now, y'all got to be strong. One thing about family, when it come down to your kids, when something happen, y'all got to be strong. There go the daddy right there, y'all. This is father right here. I don't know if this is an old picture or what, but this the father, how he used to look. And there go the twins. They look like they dead. Okay. So that's what he trying to collect. They just donate a whole lot of money, y'all, to get whatever they need. Okay. Now, you heard the stepdad. Now, let's listen to the twins when they was on News Nation. This is the first time. This is what gave the group enough to work with because it was saying a lot, y'all. We was wondering, okay, we don't find, excuse me, y'all. We have found out that, hold on, y'all. We have found out that only thing I got out of that was a donation, and let's do it like that. The donation. Now we got to talk about how did they get up there to that mountain. I got to play this video for y'all to give y'all some thoughts. To give y'all some thoughts. What the twins, what they cut auntie said. And then we're gonna put all this together and we're gonna talk about it. We got to talk about it. We got to put awareness on their name. Okay, let's look at this. Because I don't see this case. We got to get up. They got this ain't GBI. They know what some people they know what's going on. They know what's going on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Can I open this? Move this. See, I make this large enough for y'all. Okay. Now let's listen to this.
Family says not a chance. Joining me now are Samira and Sabria Bronner. They are Kadir and Nazir's aunts, and they themselves so much for being on tonight, and I'm so sorry that your family is going through this. Let me start with you, Samira. How did you all find out about your nephews and the tragedy that had happened?
Well, I remember like yesterday because I really lived it. And I it was when my brother he called me like around 11 p.m. He said, "Samira, I have something to tell you." And I was like, "Well, like, what was going on?" You know, he said the twins have been found on top of the mountains. And it took me almost like 10 minutes to find and we supposed, and that's when we found out that the stepmother, who is she's married to their biological father, and so the stepmother, and my mother and I, we all went down to my sister job, who is the biological mother of the twins, and that's when she pretty much told her and laid the news to everyone. And we've just been devastated and traumatized since.
Sabria, it's so strange that all these circumstances exist. They don't they're not likely to have ever been in that area before. Did the police ever say to you why they had guessed that this was a murder-suicide rather than some other kind of foul play? Did they give a reason for that?
No, it was no reason. It was very limited information. They didn't give us like no reason for any of this. Nothing like just wasn't making any sense.
Before they went off to the airport, like did anything happen?
Well, they was over there inside watching TV, eating popcorn, and then they left from their oldest sister's house to go home, which is they live in Lawrenceville with their stepmother. So when they went home at night, then they went in the mountain. Saturday, but it's supposed to flight Friday. It's
With the tape on.
Hey, got to
So we will, yeah.
Okay. Let's go back and talk about this. We got to talk about this. Son ain't right about that. Y'all, we got to talk about that. I need my people in my group. Y'all need to come on up here. Y'all need to hit that link and let's talk about this because she just said. Now, when the dad, let's start with the father and the brother-in-law, the father and the brother-in-law. Now, y'all, in order for us to talk about this, all the people in the group, anybody, y'all got to hit that link and we got to talk. We got to talk about this. I can't just do this by myself. So instead of texting, we're going to talk. So, look, the daddy I still like you just said, Sammy, you said that maybe the stepmom owned it. When you marry, you own stuff together. I still got a question. They said that he was over to the stepmama house. Why didn't they say they was over to their father house? I'm still, because the father the one raised them. I don't understand why it's the father. Why they didn't say they was over to the father house? That's their biological. And then y'all notice that when the brother-in-law was talking, he said, "You are their biological father." Now they keep making it seem like some ain't right in this case, y'all. So that puzzled me, first of all, because they didn't say they left home. They left home to go to their stepmom house. When you married, when you say I do, it's both of y'all house. It's not hers and it's not his. It's the parents' house. But since that's their biological father, they got to say their father house. They left the oldest sister house on that Thursday. Now they left there. They were eating popcorn. They were so happy. They had fun. They were looking at TV. They were laughing. They were playing. They were having a good time. And then they went home. But they went home. And then they put it back on the stepmom again. See, the stepmom. I don't know how old the stepmom is. I don't know. Does she have any children? Do she have sons? They age? Did the boys work? Was somebody at this stepmama house? Okay, so allegedly they left her house at 3. And I just showed y'all that the mountain don't open up till 8 o'clock. Their car was found at the gate. That's right. Putting that two together, baby. Putting it together. Now, they end up leaving the stepmama. They didn't say they were leaving their father house. They said they left the stepmother house. Now, the man just had a stroke. That's what the dude said before this. Now, when they left the stepmom house, why would they go up to the mountain at 3 a.m. and the mountain don't open up to 8 o'clock? So let me tell y'all this. The car was found outside of the gate. It was found on the outside of the gate. The weapon, not the weapon, their everything belongs to them, even the suitcase. I don't even know if it's a suitcase in the car or not because they didn't mention it, but they know they did mention the phone. I got a problem. And I know GBI doing their job. But nowadays, you got to watch folks. Now, the phone should have tracking. The car should have tracking. Some cars do. Some cars don't. I got a 2018. It has a tracking on there. I don't know what model car those boys had. They had me stuck as if they called Uber, but they didn't. So they was in their car. Now, what puzzles me is if they left the house at 3 a.m., did they want to go to Boston? Why were they given a plane ticket to go to Boston? Who did that? Did they want to go? Do they feel like they want it? I know the family say they are loved, but if they are loved, why they not at the airport? Now I got a question about the airport. It goes back to cameras. They're not giving us a good timeline. We got to make up our own timeline. Now remember this. At 11 p.m. That's when the aunt got their call. Did they get that call 11 p.m. that night? PM. He said PM at night. So did he talking about Friday night? Or is he talking about Saturday? Now, y'all, the twins make me feel like they be around folks with money. They give me I just don't understand how they with their friends, but young people do stuff. We got to get in the modern mind, y'all. We got to get in the modern mind. The way they are thinking. Children don't think like we think back in the old days. Cause lynching is modern. Everything is modern. They do everything different now. Okay. How do the aunties know they don't know about that mountain? Now, I'm going to tell you something about their area out there. And Gwinnett is good. I've been here 66 years and I ain't never heard of nothing like this happen to anybody from Lawrenceville unless you stop in that area. I don't stop when I get my gas. If they got their gas in Gwinnett County, y'all, I still don't understand how they end up in that mountain. Now, the only people should be able to tell us something is our officers. Do anybody owe money? I'm just thinking, y'all. I'm just thinking. Do anybody owe any money? Why is the father not brought up in this picture? Because the first thing I said was, where is the father? I said when I first heard about the stepmama, I said, well, where's the father? Because you know the stepmother got her husband. And somebody told me, see, that's let people don't know what they're talking about. Said that the stepfather wasn't home. Some ain't right. I don't know. It's somebody. And one young man said on the when I was on TikTok, he said, I used to work with the twins. And so I'm gonna see if he gonna answer me. Because I asked him, where do they work at? Where they work at? And also the question that I asked the family, because I love the family. I want them to get justice. I want them to find out with the money. Take that money, get that investigation. Get you a good lawyer that'll handle that case for you. We ain't got no activists on this case. Hey, yeah. we don't have no activists in this. It's been 15 days. We ain't heard nothing. We are the community. So what y'all gonna, the first thing y'all said when y'all saw this was y'all swept it up on the rug. I'm surprised Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County ain't making no noise, y'all. That's what scared me about this case, is how it's two teenage boys. And I want to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something. I don't think they went up to that mountain, y'all. I won't say that they wouldn't go to the mountain unless somebody know. Did they get caught? Was they with in a Caucasian woman? I don't want to put it on racism yet because that's a sundown, what y'all call it sundown. I never heard of that, but that's just let you know that's modern. But did they change their mind and decided to drive to Boston? Do they want to go to Boston? What's on their mind? What did they see when they went to their stepmama house? Why were they happy at their older sister house? Didn't they get to the step parents' house to leave at 3? What did they say? You got their phone in the car. This is a question that we used to ask. We used to ask, where the phone? The phone could have a tracker. I see folks on that. Yeah, they taking pictures. But guess what? Remember this. Remember this. Okay, I see folks on the line taking pictures on the mountain and nothing about the boys. Oh, let me show you this. Let me show y'all this. I meant to show y'all this. I want to show y'all this. Hold on, y'all. But before I get that, let me get back to the twins. Let's go back to the twins. Let's go back to the twins. Now I wanna break down what they said, y'all. We're gonna break down what they said. Okay, come on, y'all. We're gonna break down what these folks said, what they talking about.
Kadira and Nazir Lewis were found dead on a Georgia mountaintop just before they were supposed to take a flight. The police say it was murder-suicide, but the family says not a chance. Joining me now are Samira and Sabria Bronner.
Okay, babe.
Nazir's aunts, and they themselves are identical twins. Thank you so much for being on tonight, and I am so sorry that your family is going through this. Let me start with you, Samira. How did you all find out about your nephews and the tragedy that had happened?
Well, it's like I remember it like yesterday, just relive that night every day. Brother, he 11 p.m.
I heard at 11 p.m. on what day? What day did your brother call you on? Did he call you on? Come on, y'all gotta give us some dates. Y'all gotta give. We don't supposed to be trying to guess. So he called you at 11 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so we just gonna picture. I don't know. She said 11. Okay. So if she said 11 p.m. and he tell her they've been found on top of the mountain, that mean he found out that night? He found out Saturday night, y'all. I'm trying to get a timeline here. So do she mean that he phoned her at 11 p.m. because they was already on top of the mountain? He said they found them on top of the mountain Saturday morning. Saturday around about, it's supposed to have been, they said 3, then they said 11 a.m. So did he, if they were found on top of the mountain at 11 a.m. from GBI, why he just not getting in touch with them at 11 p.m.? So y'all, that we got to think of time. Time is very important. That's the okay. I don't understand that part. Did she mean a.m. instead of p.m.? So that means that they was all day long. That's right. So that means that they were all day long on a Friday at the mountain. Where were they Friday? We got to put this time together, y'all. We got to put this time together. Okay, so she said 11 p.m. She said it. But then she said, well, they found them on top of the mountain. So, Okay. Now, where was the dad? Where was the father at? Where was that? I'm gonna still on this because something ain't right with this case. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think happened to them. Now, the stepmama, what she got going on? What the stepmother got going on? Because they brought in the stepmother. I didn't bring in the stepmother. Why did they say the father? I'm still got a question right there. I got a question right there. Right there. It went on the stepmother. Allegedly was the last one to see them at what time? Okay, so the stepmom drove with them down to the sister job to tell their mother. I guess their mother is their sister. So they went, their stepmama. So they left the daddy there. They left the daddy there. Who was at the house with the daddy? With their father? Who was at the house with their father? It seemed like they just put him. I don't care if a person have a stroke or nothing. They still a human. Why are they leaving him out? That's what I'm saying. Why are they embarrassed about it, or why they leaving him out? He's still their father. And y'all want to said that he had the stroke before that happened to them. The twins didn't say that. That's what that man said. The brother-in-law. So who at home with the father in the wheelchair? Why are they talking like that, y'all? Why they? Why are they talking like this? Why are they saying the biological mother of the twins? Y'all already said stepmama, so they stepmother. Then you ain't got nothing left but the mother, unless the religion is different. Unless the religion is that's the way they talking. I'm just saying. You see, because they talking like that because of the religion that they're in. I'm just thinking, y'all, because I'm the only one talking. Now, that goes on this lady job. That one, they went to her job. That's one of the worst thing to tell somebody something that don't happen is on their job. The best thing to do is just call and tell them that we need to meet with you. For those who don't know, the boys had a car. What kind of car the boys had, I don't know. The boys could have got robbed. Because they some decent looking boys. They could have got robbed. Somebody could have thought they were going to rob. At that time of night, young people got to stay out the street. And what tripped me out was the plane ticket. Now I want to finish with her. Because when they went down there, what happened when I went down there with the stepmom? Y'all took the stepmama down there with the to see the real mom about her boys that just left the stepmama house. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know about that. I don't know how some women would take that. You come down there to tell me that both of my boys gone with the stepmom who house they left. Y'all brought her down there on my job. All right, let's go.
Sabrina, it's so strange
But see, were they really happy? Were they really happy to go visit Boston? Were they really happy to go to Boston? Who's sending them to Boston with their friends? Do they want to go to Boston? They've been here in Atlanta. They've been here in Atlanta. Who say they want to go to Boston to see their folks? Are y'all sending them? Or somebody sending them there? Y'all, we saying that they saying that they're so excited just because they got their tickets. And it's a strange thing about the ticket was the last time I think I had my ticket. Yeah, I still had a ticket, even though the ticket can be online too. I did have my ticket. My niece gave me my ticket. Okay. But I still had a ticket, paper ticket. I had some kind of ticket. But also she had the main stuff. I want to ask y'all something. And I know y'all hate to think like that. Is money involved in this? Do somebody owe money? Do anybody in the family owe money? Do they owe money to someone? Do somebody else owe money? Is this a random, y'all? Somebody is at somebody 2 for 1. Sure do. Boston sound fishy to me. So you talking about Boston? Can y'all give us an update? Did the people from Boston call and see how they were doing? Because when that boy mentioned in that chat when I was on TikTok, he said, "Oh, I work with the twins." I was like, I didn't even know they worked. Them boys got some money, and I want to ask you something. Do they owe money in trying to get away to go to Boston? It didn't make it out of here. I'm trying to, since we don't have nothing to work with, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Did they get away in time? Were they trying to get them out of here in time? Why did they go to the airport? Okay, let's keep going. Let us hear from the Boston people. Anybody from Boston, who they house they supposed to be coming in? If you listen, to please come to the channel, honey, so y'all can tell us something. Y'all keeping secret. It's more like a secret thing, like y'all. Somebody got some money. I ain't no psychic, but somebody got some money, and it's almost like y'all ain't paying up because I don't hit. Somebody got some money. To me, cause that like somebody said, they decided to go to ride to Boston. Y'all got to tell us what's going on, man. Somebody involved in this, and it could be why would somebody take them up to them and let their car sit right there? That's what I'm saying, like around them. Look like somebody kidnapped them and then took them up there. Since y'all ain't got the money, then we're gonna do this. Because I ain't heard nothing else since they got. Look, family, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, we ain't heard nothing since y'all got that GoFundMe. And it had been 15 days. We need to hear, the public need to hear something. Don't y'all leave us out here like that. Don't leave us out here like that. Cause we want y'all to get what y'all need. They gave you GoFundMe. They do what y'all need to do for them boys. And like the guy said, The brother-in-law said the funeral already paid for. We would like to see that. We would like. He said that he was going to video the funeral. How y'all going to keep asking us for help when we ain't getting no answers? Did you get an attorney? Let your attorney come and talk to the media. Why is it secret to it if it's a sun? What y'all call it, a sundown town? Why is it a secret for us now? What's going on? You got to get up out your butts and do the investigation.
Did the police ever say to you why they some other kind of foul play? Did they give a reason for that?
Y'all got to sit there and listen to people when it come down to your phone. You got to, somebody got to have the mouth. I know one of y'all twins got a mouth. One of y'all got to open up y'all mouth and fight for them twins. It's two of them they took out of here. It's two. It ain't no one. They took two. Did they? Y'all want to just go with it that they did that to themselves? What position? We don't even know. We ain't heard nothing. What position? It's the quietest thing I ever heard. If they don't feel twins, this step up. That's what I keep saying. That's what we don't want to do. Give us something. Come back and tell us, say, well, we got an investigator. And let that investigator get on that TV and say, do a news conference. We don't hear nothing going on. Is it a drug deal going bad? Is somebody selling dope? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It's the cartel we dealing with. What are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with somebody is somebody family jealous of them? Are they trying to get away? That's why y'all sitting in the Boston. What is it? Cause going to the gas station at 3 o'clock in the morning, Gwinnett County, y'all, is not bad. But the main thing is you always supposed to watch your surroundings. It's two of them and one of me. That's where my dogs go and get their shots. Well, they don't got all of them now. In Lawrenceville. Why would they be after the boys? Did they get robbed? If they took them to Bell Mountain, why did they take them to Bell Mountain? Or did they take themselves to Bell Mountain? We don't know what kind of personality. We don't know what's going on. So we're going to be thrown out like that. Okay? Let me finish hearing what they're saying right here. They can't give you a reason for why those boys did what they did. Y'all got to get them something to follow up a reason why their boys did that. That's y'all job. Y'all job is to go into their family and find out why did this happen this way. Y'all got to sit there and say, when they left him, they had popcorn and stuff. Well, why would they come over your house? What time did they leave y'all? Y'all got to communicate. Y'all know them better than the police. The police don't know them boys. And if they ain't never been there, what kind of friends do they have, y'all? What kind of friends do they have? And then you got a fireman gonna take a picture of the boys under live. What? A volunteer. This thing here is so screwed up. I don't even know what. I don't know. I never heard nothing like this in Atlanta. So I'm going with some of y'all. Is they decided to drive to Boston? What did they change their mind and we're gonna go somewhere different than Boston? Cause the airport is not the way that they went, y'all. If they left the house, did they have gas in their car when they left the old? I'm just thinking, y'all. Did they have gas in their car when they left the older aunt house? I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. That I need y'all to I need y'all to help talk about this, y'all. We ain't talk like y'all. We ain't even on the panel. We ain't talking about this. We just in the chat talking, and we ain't going nowhere with this. We're not gonna go nowhere with this if we don't talk. Something ain't right with this. And like I'm gonna say, did they get even if they get their gas in Gwinnett County? How they in North Carolina? Did they stop and help someone? Or were they at the wrong place at the wrong time? We don't have the police in there guessing just like we guessing. We don't know. It's not even on the news no more. We don't have nothing to go with. Why is it a secret? The community need to know stuff like this, y'all. Stuff like this, y'all we keep bringing up lynching is need to stop all of this. Well, we don't even talk about it. Ain't no raising no money. Raising money to do what?
Like just wasn't making any sense.
Were there any red flags, Sabria, before they went off to the weeks before they left?
They was over there.
And I'm gonna tell you, somebody knows something. They was over to their oldest sister house. If they were gonna catch the plane, well, I wonder why they didn't crash out at their older sister house, where she live. See, that's the question we didn't ask. Where do the oldest sister live? We know they live in Lawrenceville. Where were they coming from? Where they there needs to be more show do investigation, which is required by both sides. That's true. Now my thing is now I don't put two and two together. Where do the sister live? Where are they coming from oldest sister? So when she said that they left there and they came home to Lawrenceville. Now I got a question. Did anybody follow them? Do they hang around troublemakers? Do they hang around? Because they mix out there. They white and black in Gwinnett. So what are they in the school they go to? They mix. But I'm saying they just got out of high school, y'all. Do they owe money? Are they in a game? Was anybody following them? Poor baby, we'll never know the truth. In order to do something with this case right here, they're gonna have to talk and stop being scared. Get your where is the activist behind this? Something ain't right. When an activist is quiet about something like this, something ain't right. I don't believe them boys. You know, things can happen. Things can happen. Things can happen. And y'all be doing too much. Y'all young folk be doing too much these days until it will confuse us because y'all do things that we didn't do. Boston feel like a hot. Thank you. A hot. By who? See? And they knew when they took them boys up to that mountain, they knew that mountain was closed because it don't open up to 8. Still, listen, y'all. If they left the stepmama house at 3, where were the boys all that Friday night, Friday evening, Friday night, going into Saturday? What they kidnapped? It seemed like they was hostage. That's what they do, y'all. On all the movies that I watch, this seemed like a movie. It seemed like a movie, but it's real life, I guess. Yeah, Boston just something to throw us off to me. I don't think they were never going to Boston. Because if they were going to Boston, they'll be on their plane, y'all. They'll be on the airplane. If they were gonna go to Boston, if they left their house, who was at the stepmama house? Daddy can't speak good. He had a stroke. What made that daddy have that stroke? Stress. What was he stressed out about? Who are they? What are they involved in, y'all? Even though they have a great future and stuff like that, what were they involved in? Where the cousins? Where they cousins at? Something ain't right about this case. I don't care what nobody say. It's a lot. It's a lot going on, and I believe who at school they just graduate from high school. Do they owe anybody money? Because it's almost like they got kidnapped because their phone is in the car. Soon we start asking about the phone, then they want to give us some phones. The phone in the car. Where the keys was. And you tell me that a boy playing that stair, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'll tell you. Show y'all something. Take that now. Let me show y'all something. This girl took a trip up to Bear Mountain. And y'all, let me tell you something. Them boys ain't got to go to Bear Mountain to take their life. Who owned that weapon? That's what I want to that airport. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't want to take. They wouldn't want to take no weapon to the airport. The boy was a hostage. I think somebody, either boyfriend or somebody, owed some money. Now, here go this man. Here we go. Here go Bear Mountain. He gonna walk up Bell Mountain.
What's up, nerds? I'm sure by the graffiti, some of you can. These are some of the best views in North Georgia. My personal opinion, it's been ruined by the graffiti. Let's walk around and check it out. After a steep drive and a walk up a little over 100 stairs, you'll have your choice of 3 observation decks offering 360-degree views of Lake Chateau, the North Georgia mountains, and off into North Carolina. I'm gonna have to yell just so y'all can hear me. Now I'm at the highest overlook. Just Now let's address the downside of Bell Mountain. In the 1960s, a group of North Carolina blasted the top of the mountain in search of minerals. Pair this with the onslaught of graffiti that covers nearly everything, and you have one of the most scarred mountains in Georgia. Some people like the graffiti. I personally do not. Let me know what you think. But for these reasons, plus the expansive views, this is definitely one of the most unique places in Georgia. And folks, please remember that when we're enjoying these outdoor spaces, it's of the utmost importance that we always leave no trace. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you nerds next time.
Yeah.
Nerds, I'm sure.
Let me tell y'all,
Where I'm at. This is Bell
this,
Mountain, Hiawassee, Georgia.
this,
These are
hold
some
on.
opinion. It's been ruined by the.
This was playing to me. Bell Mountain was playing. Playing by who? If the family had the services covered, the fundraise could have been used. Okay. But now to with this mountain thing, they have to climb 100 stairs. Would give the thought to not to that would give them the thought to let's change my mind. Let's not do it this way if they did that. But I don't think they didn't do that. I don't know. I can't say they didn't do that. Graffiti on the mountain. That's weird. Y'all, where I still got a question. Where were the boys at that evening, that afternoon, that night of Friday? Where were they sitting in their car? Cause they found him Saturday. And then y'all notice when he got at the top of that mountain, you couldn't hear nothing. You didn't hear nothing. You at the top of the mountain. I want to see the funeral.
Graffiti. Well, let's walk around and check it out. After a steep drive and a walk up a little over 100 stairs, you'll have your choice of 3 observation decks off.
Yeah. If I told y'all, I want to know who do those boys hang with. Who are those? What's up? Hey there. Who are those Boston boys? Who are those Boston? Who are those Boston boys? Are they in a game? Do they owe money? They up there. Look. This wild. Good to see you. To say, to take each other like where what the body was. Maybe they'll tell us that, tell the family where the body was, how they were turned, how they were laying down. Cause y'all sure did say what it was from the beginning. Quit. Y'all. Y'all. Exactly.
The 1960s, a group of men from North Carolina.
I have a, you know what? I got a group on Facebook. I got a group on Facebook. And we be talking about this. If they coming up with some, look, y'all, look at the graffiti. Talking about 20. Well, did they sign the mountain? Did they sign the mountain? I wonder, did they look, y'all? I'm gonna drop my link. If y'all want to talk, y'all, we got to talk about this, y'all. Y'all can't be letting me talk all the time. I get tired of being the only one talk. I'm about to drop my link again. I can't be the only one talk, y'all. This is wearing me out. Because I want to hear what other people. I want to hear what y'all hit that link and come up here, y'all, on this panel and talk, y'all. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and I'm not going to give up on these boys. Because usually when something happens to boys, we just forget about them. We forget about the boys. These are young men. We got to not do our men like this. If it was some women, we'd be all over. Everybody be talking about it. Now, let's go back on top there. I drop that link and then put that link up here. Put that link up here. We need to talk about this. We need to talk. We can't let these people just hear one voice. We can't let these people hear one voice. They looking at us, y'all. They looking. They watching. Now, I'm about to go back to him. Did anybody check the mountain to see that they signed the mountain? Do they know anything about signing? Evidently, they don't know nothing about that mountain because they went out there with that mountain wide clothes. They could have went to Stone Mountain and did this. Stone Mountain got cameras out there.
Hikers covered the body.
I don't see somebody else at the top of that mountain.
Further suicide investigation in Georgia, leaving a distraught family with more questions.
At her, she on top of the mountain. She driving to Bell Mountain. They park. It's a beautiful sight. But they was there at night. Y'all, I don't know. I got questions. I have a lot of questions. I just have a lot of questions. I got too many questions. Who do anybody owe any money? Is this look? Ain't nobody ain't nobody black about to go out there at night. Ain't nobody about to go out there. They act like they're cheering to park that car out there, decide to go up there. What would the kids wait a minute? Where were the kids at 3:00 in the evening on that Friday, on that where were they on the 12:00 Friday? They left at 3. Hey baby, they left at 3 a.m. in the morning. Where were they at 12 p.m. on a Friday? What were the guys at 6:30 p.m. on Friday? Where were the guys at 4:00 a.m. on a Saturday morning? Because they found them at 11 o'clock on top of the mountain unalive. So you mean to tell me they're gonna tell us that those boys was slept in their car and decided to go up there at a certain time? I got a problem. I got a problem. I got a problem with this. I got a problem with this because I'm taking it back to this. I'm taking it back to this. This throwing me off right here. Video. This video throwing me off. Because it it they if this man got, let me turn this up. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn it up. Oh Lord. Don't start. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Here you go. I got to go on my page and hook it up. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, y'all. Nation. Yeah. Here you go.
The twins, Mount knows. Also, not the twins. And my mother, who is the mother. And so, brother and I, we all, the biological mother of the twins, and laid the news to
The British, they meet area before. Did the police, this was a murder-suicide rather than...
there was no reason. No.
Were there any airport, like, did anything happen in the days or hours or even weeks before they left their trip?
Well, the house on
Oldest sister house having a normal light. They have a normal light, a normal night. Tell them now the father don't have a stroke. If the father had, because that's that pressure, that stress, the boys went. They got to tell us, oh, stress. What was on his mind? What kind of life was? Because the twins said Friday they thought that the brothers was in Boston because they supposed to got on their flight on that Friday morning at 7, y'all. Where were these boys that kidnapped? Why they ain't saying they kidnapped? I'm not them. I'm talking about the news. See, they went on to ask y'all, what always say that, and I want y'all. And he had a stroke, and they're not saying that they would say his father's house. They said they at their stepmother's house. And remember, they married. You don't separate people when they married. It was over to his father's house. Why are they excluding the father out of this? Name the father out of this. What is it that the father did in order to have was so stressed? It happened before he had the stroke. What's that all about? See, that's why the GBI they investigating this, y'all. They investigating this, and it's gonna surprise us. What kind of business do they run? Do anybody have their own? Anybody got a big business? Do anyone owe anybody some money? It's not that bad in Gwinnett County, y'all. Nothing would stop those boys from getting gas. Nothing would stop those boys from going south when they was up north. What north? So where were they coming from? From but they was already home. So I don't understand what the problem is. That's why I said when they went home with the stepmama who was at that house. Did they catch her doing something? Did they see something? Stepmother was the last to see the twin, where their daddy was, where the father was. If she the last one to see the twins, what was the stepmama doing? Why it's a step? Y'all trying to make like, okay, it's a trauma, but somebody got to stand. If when somebody died, passed away in the family, somebody got to speak up for the family. Everybody can't be in the shadow hiding in the shell, because this is something. If y'all want to call it lynching, like y'all call it the modern day lynching, y'all got to talk. The family got to talk. I don't see women that, like this girl who lost her daughter in that fire and stuff, and thing happened to her. You got to talk. Somebody got to be strong for the family. The daddy is being ignored to me, y'all, in this situation. Why is she looking at that twin? See, at the beginning, this twin right here wasn't even talking. She doing more talking than her now. Now she getting quiet. First she was doing all the talking. Now look, let's go to this page. It's something going on, y'all. It's something going on. Let me see what the people are saying on our channel. Let me see what the people are saying, what they think happened. Let's Facebook group. This is what they saying. They're coming up with some good stuff. And in our Facebook group, we got a variety of people in there. And they concerned. So this is what they saying. For those people who don't know the twins, here are the twins. Look, the evil twins. What kind of twin? What kind of twin are they? Okay, let me see. The night the twins returned home, something happened. They went up into the mountain. That's what it was said. And let's see these folks in there right now. We said they were having fun. Let's see what people said right here. After leaving their stepmom house that night, early morning, I believe some thoughts came to their mind. Let y'all see what the people saying. Okay. Like one young lady said, let's hope they will get justice. Let's hope that they'll get justice. Okay, and this thank you for all for making sure my nephew, your nephew, Tyrese, sons, and this, like I said, this is the something about this right here. Something about this right here don't even make no sense. The way he talked, like, now this man don't look like he just had a stroke yesterday. Or the day before. It looked like some on. Can I ask y'all something? Do you think somebody owes some money that allegedly was on drugs or something and they owe money and they use them boys as a ransom? It's y'all got my mind just all over the place because he had a stroke. And he asking for more money. And he said that was his sister. That's their dad right there, y'all. Trying to join the group. Okay. Let me see. That's his daddy, y'all. That's their dad. Do the dad know something that we don't know?
Thank you.
You shouldn't have put that. Y'all probably got some money if you hadn't said what you said on there.
What's up, guys? Listen, your support has been so overwhelming. This right here, I'm cool and donate money and donate everything that y'all have been donating, doing everything that y'all been doing. Y'all did it. I want to say thank you. This is so so this right here is Tyrese Lewis. I want to tell you. Yeah,
Right.
or my brother here.
Okay. Let's go to the first video. Now I want to hear what they sing. We aren't sure when their father had a stroke or who their that also had to be. Here they said, echo the video that Solo sent me. And we was talking. We were having a conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. And okay, so they the ones sent that video with the father on there to me. Um, trying to let y'all see what they said about this case. Okay. And they so good in this group. They send you, we send each other. Uh, yeah. Okay, there's another person said, okay, I see that video right here. I got that video. Okay. I want to know who gun it is. And Okay, that was one. Who belong? If it their gun, so, so happy to see a group made for these twins. When I heard about this before the news could ever finish talking, I felt something was very odd. I don't feel these boys would get ticket to go to Boston to go hike a mountain all of a sudden and do this. The family does not feel they would do this, and I stand with them on that. I believe someone made it appear that one of the boys hurting the other in themselves. This is the second case I have heard a crime scene. And then let me see where I'm at, y'all, because I had a crime scene. Well, I believe someone made him. Okay. This is the second case. Okay, I have heard of a crime scene photo being shared. Absolutely disgusting. Unfortunately, there are no cameras. I heard to even view the area of the mountain and the parking area, praying for justice. It seems to me this all happened at dark, especially if they were due to catch a flight at 7 a.m. in the morning. I hope they are viewing cameras from when the boys left home and anywhere they may have stopped, if they made any stops. I wish we had more information on who. I wish they had more information. Oh Lord, where I was. Information on who they were meeting. See, everybody think they were meeting someone. We where are their friends? That's what I'm saying. Known to the family. Also, I heard the boys was wanting to start a clothing line. We know that. I believe it's a game. I believe the game is mixed up with the group. I think it's a group of people, y'all. And I ain't no psychic, but stuff keep coming through my mind. But I think it's a group of people. It's just me thinking that it's a group of people. It's a group. And the thing is, how would they be at the stepmama house? Do the stepmama have any kids? She got any children they age? Can't believe them twins gone. They got to show me. They got to show me that them boys. And the man said they're gonna have to show us the funeral. He said he was gonna film it. By the way, y'all, let me go back some. He said he was gonna film the executive. This was not done by one. This not no one person show. It's not a one person show. We ain't crazy. It ain't. It seemed like something brought this on. When have we lived from Georgia, y'all? I'm talking about from Atlanta. I've been here that long. And we've been up to Stone Mountain for years. And we ain't had, but Stone Mountain's supposed to be moving. They supposed to be moving out there in a different area. Not the Stone Mountain, not the mountain, but the people that used to be on the other side of Stone Mountain. They supposed to be moving to another mountain. I ain't about it. I don't want to take it there. I don't want to take it there. Because I just don't understand what them boys doing up that way. Now, I want to, what else I about to do? Oh, yeah. I know what I want to show y'all. Hold on. I want to show y'all this. Hold on. I knew it was something I wanted to show y'all. That was one news. But listen to this news. I try to give y'all much information in that group as possible, so I'm sharing it with everybody. But watch this. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this off for a second. Why do Twin them have a gun? I want to ask a question. Why do they have a gun? Who all know Twin was going? Do they have girlfriends? Do they have boyfriends? What do they have? What they have? What's something going on? Something going on. Something going on. Do they have a girlfriend? Do they have something right? Are they in a game? Whatever. Hold on, y'all. Let me move this. Okay, we go. This news out, y'all. I tried to catch different news. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Whew. Don't start that loud bargain. Whew. Please don't bark. Let me, y'all. Let me put this on quiet for a minute, for the dog won't be making that much noise. Okay. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. I had it. It's supposed to be mute, and it said unmute. Tell you the truth. Okay, here we go. Y'all, if the dog bark, I apologize. Cause Camper gonna bark. I don't care who come in my house, he gonna bark. So he's a dog. So hold on, y'all. Kevin Bro. Okay, here we go. Let me put it on. Here we go. Hold on. Got to put it back. I do a lot by myself. Kind of difficult. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Firefighter is facing charges for posting a photo of a deadly crime scene on. They were found today. This is a very.
Come here, Camper. Excuse me, y'all.
Scheduled the day before they were found dead. Investigators found them shot to death at the top of Bell Mountain. Tuesday, the GBI arrested a Towns County volunteer firefighter, Scott Curlin, and charged him with misdemeanor obstruction. They say he took a photo of the deadly crime scene and posted it on social media. We knocked on his door in Hiawassee. We saw him, but he wouldn't open the door. We just want a chance to explain your side. Investigators say there's no evidence that suggests there's any other person involved. The Lewis family doesn't believe this was a murder-suicide. They want what happened to the twins. We will stay on the story. We're in Hiawassee. Firefighter is facing charges for posting a
Okay, let me see the part when they knock on his door.
The pictures were of a double death in the top of a mountain in North Georgia, and Channel 2 community talking. If you've never been up here, I just want to show you how difficult it is to get to the top of Bell Mountain. This is the one road you can take. It's narrow, it's steep, and it was very, very windy. People in this community who come here often, they were shocked that twin boys were up here, both shot to death. It's just hard for them to believe that this was a murder-suicide.
As a parent, that's a hard lot.
Shane Gray is puzzled by the deaths of these twin brothers, especially after the DPI said this was being as a murder-suicide.
I can't say what happened. Wasn't there, but that's a tough sale.
Here in Nadia Lewis were 19-year-old identical twins from Lawrenceville. According to their family, they have lots of love between one another and lots of life plans, including a trip to Boston, scheduled the day before they were found dead. Investigators found them both shot to death at the top of Bell Mountain, nearly 100 miles away from home, with the plane tickets to Boston in their wallets. Tuesday, the GPI arrested a Towns County volunteer firefighter, Scott Curlin, and charged him with misdemeanor obstruction. They say he took a photo of the deadly crime scene and posted it on social media. We knocked on his door in Hiawassee. We saw him, but he wouldn't open the door. We just want to give you a chance to explain your side. Investigators say there's no evidence that suggests there's any other person involved. The Lewis family doesn't believe this was a murder-suicide. They want answers, and the community does too.
Well, just hoping that due diligence, you got to put your faith in the system and pray the system works. But bottom line is, it's two young men that had a right.
So it's a huge to the twins. We will stay on the story. We're in Hiawassee.
I just wanted y'all to take a look at that. I be trying to look. Whew. Oh, here's something strange. But you know what? I believe when they come out with something, it's gonna blow things up. I mean, right here, I just come up with anything. I was like, was it a serial killer? What was it? I believe it's gonna shock us, y'all. What happened? It's gonna really shock us. I really do think so. I really do. I believe they're gonna come up with something, y'all. I really do. I think something is gonna come up. Okay, they're gonna look. When they finish with this case, what in the world my screen doing? When they finish with this case, I'm so tired of this thing. They probably took their organs. You know what, Colin? I don't think they went that far yet. I really don't. I wonder why my screen look like this. I don't think they went that far yet. I think they investigating what happened. What happened to my screen? Hey, Kyla. I believe that they doing this investigation. Now for that volunteer, what in the world is a volunteer fireman? Y'all got a crook on the back of the truck putting out fire. He ain't no fireman. He's a volunteer fireman. He may be a drunk. We don't know. Y'all young people got to be careful out there. When you hear your parents telling you stuff, y'all need to listen. Cause this stuff is for real out here. You know what? That's what I was telling for. I said, now these days they unaliving you, throwing you away, and you can't even. Your family don't even know what's going on. But I hope the family get justice. They're a smart family. They're smart. They're a beautiful family. I love them. I love them talk. The dad went to Morehouse. I went to Morris Brown. I'm right here from where they are. One of the aunties went to Doug, and I went to Washington. But I'm older than them though. But still a little nice. But we got Douglas. Y'all, then I don't understand. I hope they get justice. I'm gonna always talk about this case. We are gonna always talk about this case. Cause ain't nothing like this. We ain't had this here, Georgia. But y'all got to be careful. It's something that you can't control. Justice. That's right. We want justice for these twins. We want it. We're gonna get it. And we got to keep making noise. That's why I decided to noise over there, no there. There's something spooky. And what making it so spooky is it's so much going on. It's so much going on, even in his county. But I'm thrown off. When they left that auntie, when they left the stepmama house. I bet the stepmama thought they were headed to the airport. Because it was 3 o'clock. Oh. It was 3 o'clock. I'm gonna summer this up, y'all. Cause I gotta go to the store, right quick to pick up some stuff. My daughter looks so pretty. Let's summary up for the day, but I'm not done with it. I'm gonna be on a butt. We ain't gonna forget. Yes, we got you over here. Got you. We got you everywhere. Number one, the dad ain't had that stroke for nothing. Somebody worried him. He was stressed out. Something was bothering that man. Number two, they were having a good time because they know they about to get ready to go out of town. Number three, when they left the house at 3 o'clock to go to the airport, it was 59 minutes from here, from where they are. Thank you, Boogie. Thank you, Carla. And then when they left, when they left. How did they end back? No. Did they make it to the airport? There may be a tracker on their car. There's a tracker on my car. Someone has a tracker on their car. Were they excited? Were they excited to go to Boston? That's a question. They wouldn't have missed their flight. So the question I have to ask is the airport. Y'all got to do better than this, man. When I do my live, I don't have time for all that kind of stuff. But my thing is, I believe they made it to the airport. All right, have a good one. I believe they made it to